guys, this is Martina and you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on your channel, on my channel, of course it's going to be your channel because you're going to be watching all the time. You're welcome. On this channel, I talk about business, immigration, lifestyle, and everything relating to kids. Yes, I'm a mom of 4 beautiful girls. Now, if this is the kind of things you want to watch, then make sure you kindly subscribe, hit on the notification bell button, and then stick around because you're going to hear some juicy stuff. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that you should never, ever do on social media, be it on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on any of the social platforms. Don't ever do these 5 things. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, never ever do the follow and unfollow kind of stuff. Yeah, I see that all the time. Especially those of you on Instagram where you follow people and then you get a lot of likes, and later when you already have like maybe 10,000 likes, you start to unfollow them. Not anymore. Don't do that anymore. That's not nice. It's not kind. It's not professional, and it's unless you are a superstar, and even superstars, you shouldn't be doing that. You should genuinely be interested in people. So I'll see a lot of people, they would have like 500,000 followers on their social platforms, but they're not following anybody. They have 0 followers, or they have 1 person following them. Trust me, if I ever bump into someone like that, I'm going to remove myself from your followers. So what do you mean? You're too important to follow other people, or you're too precious to follow people that are following you? At least you should be genuinely interested in people. So as a rule of thumb, okay, I would say at least have 20% of the people following you as your followers. That means no matter how busy, yes, some people say, oh, I cannot follow everybody, oh, I cannot keep touch, but at least have 10 to 20% of people following you as your followers. So even if you're watching this video right now, if you're following someone who is actually not currently following you, okay, and they don't have other people that they are following, you probably shouldn't be following that person. So if you want to grow your business or your personal brand, you shouldn't be doing the unfollow, follow and unfollow kind of thing. Make sure you follow people that you're really interested in, and they will follow you back. So that's the one thing you should never do. Number 2, do not steal people's content. So on social media, what people do is they take people's content and they turn it as theirs. Don't do that. People have taken out time to creatively write. Guys, it takes a lot of time to put out content. For me, on my Facebook, on my social platforms, I can take literally, I'm legitimately not kidding. Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes trying to compose like my thoughts, put my thoughts together, try to coordinate the stories and then for you to just go and then take it without permission or without even professionally citing the person out of courtesy. Even if you must copy someone's content, make sure that you you paraphrase, or you actually credit them for the content. So a better way to do that is, for instance, if you see my content on any social platforms like on Facebook, on Instagram, and you like it, you can take my content and then you can put it on your platform, but you can also put in your own words as to what you think with regards to that content. This is a better way to do it. And see, what most people don't understand is when you just steal people's content, especially if they're people that are regular and consistent with their writing, people already know that those contents belong to them, and it doesn't make you an authority. In fact, it makes people not to want to work with you. So make sure that you are actually crediting the content and putting in a word of your own. So don't just copy people's stuff and paste. Make sure you put in your own value. So if for instance, I wrote on Instagram, oh, I like YouTube, or I like you. Now you can take that word exactly word for word, put it on your own. I like you by Martina, but I think that yes, it's good to like people, and I also like people in my own. Now you've put a twist to my own content. You see how that easy is? So that's what you should be doing. So never ever steal anybody's content. Instead, understand them and then make them yours in your own words, or credit whoever you're copying if you want to copy word for word. The third thing that you should never ever do on social platform, and I see that a lot of people are beginning to understand this, is don't use awkward names. So I'd see people use names like something Bella, blah blah, and I'm like, okay, how do I even pronounce this name? How do I even associate with this person? Especially if you are trying to build your online presence, you want to build your e-reputation. Darling, don't use funny names. Don't use names like Baby Bunnies 2010 473. No, just use your name and your last name. You can do like a variation of your name, okay? But make it simple, make it meaningful, make it understandable. Don't put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay away from the numbers. Your name is your name. Don't put numbers with your name. Somebody say, oh, I am a Princess 10710. Is that how I'm supposed to address you? And even if you're a business, do not put funny, awkward names on your social platforms to represent you in any ways. Don't ever do that. Number 4 of what you should never ever do on social platforms is never ignore your followers' comments. I cannot stress this enough, guys. It is so frustrating that I would see so many people, followers are following you, they take out time to comment on your post. The least you can do out of courtesy's sake is to respond to them. Don't give me the I am too busy crap. No, if you're putting out content and you're telling people to come and watch, you're asking people to subscribe on your channel, then you better be prepared to reply to them. You better be prepared to respond to them. Now, I understand that as you are growing, either you're growing your channel or your business, as you get more comments, some comments are the same, what you can do is you can create a section, or you can actually have your question and answer time infused in your program, infused on your platform. Even if you were a group person, you can have this infused into whatever you're doing, where you're able to answer the questions. Now, maybe you have 5 people asking the same question. You can take one question and then you can tag the 5 people. So it's not a must that you literally have to answer one by one. If you can do that, please, that's the best thing to do. But if you cannot do that, what you do is after a while, so what I do on my platform, especially on my Facebook page, when I get a lot of people liking me, asking me questions, what I do is after a while, I take on all of the questions, then I answer them and tag the people that it concerns. So if 10 people have asked me a particular question, I answer one time and tag the 10 people and thank them for asking me that question. Bottom line is you have to always answer people back. Don't stay and wait. People ask you, where did you buy your makeup? It's taking you 10 days to reply. Or they ask you, oh, how did you get this? Because you don't want to tell them, you ignore them. No. Actually give them that value, give them that information that is needed, and it helps your customer feel more closer, or your client or your subscribers or your audience, it helps them feel more closer to you. Now, the last but not the least is do not post things on your social media platform one after the other. So a lot of people want to post, oh, I have to create content, I have to put out content all the time. Well, as much as you need to do that, you need to understand that on these social platforms, there is the AI algorithm. So if you're posting apart from Twitter, where you have to tweet all the time, and even with Twitter, you don't tweet like 10 things in 1 hour. It doesn't give you the organic reach that is needed. Even on social media platforms, if you've posted something, can you please be kind to put them sparingly? Don't post one thing right now, another one right now, another one right now. The reason being because all of these platforms uses a machine algorithm, which is artificial intelligence algorithm. And what happens is it needs time to send out the ones that you're posted. So imagine you put out a post right now at say maybe 10 o'clock. If you put out a post at 10 o'clock, this machine needs time to alert everybody, at least the most people who come to your platform. It needs time to alert them to say, oh, Martina has just posted something right now. Go check it out. Imagine if you have 5,000 people on your platform. It's going to do this literally. So do the math. How long do you think it would take the machine, even if it was doing it at every second, to reach out to 5,000 people so they can get to that post? You see that you need at least more than an hour or 2 hours before you post another post. If I were to advise you, I would say just stick to 1 or 2 posts per day, depending on the platform. If you were on platforms like LinkedIn, 1 post in 2 days is fine. Yeah, I know people tell you post content all the time, but this is the reason why you're not doing it jam-packedly, okay? On LinkedIn, you can do 1 post every 2 days. On Instagram, you can do one in the morning, 1 in the evening. On Facebook, 1 post a day is fine. And on Twitter, you can tweet every 3 to 4 hours per day. This is fine as well. And that way you're building your audience in a quality way. If you post everything one after the other, what happens is you're sending the wrong signal. The artificial intelligence doesn't know which one to show people because you bombarded it with about 10 or 15 posts in a minute. So it doesn't know what to show who at what time. Now, did you like today's video? If you did, leave a comment below. Let me know what are the mistakes or things that you've been doing that are not right. Do you want to know more stuff of things that you shouldn't be doing on your social media platforms? Leave a comment down below. And if you like any or all of these things that I've said to you, of course, kindly subscribe. Make sure you share, hit the notification button so that you can get a notification when next I do another video. And for me, it's bye for today and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.